Have you ever had that feeling like life is just something that happens to you? Well, what if I told you that life actually happens from you? We're about to dive into this incredible idea that our world, everything we see and experience, is really just a projection of what's going on inside of us. So let's start with the big question, the one that this is all built around. Is your life, your job, your relationships, how you feel day to day, is it all just a reflection, a big mirror showing you what you're holding on to deep down? Just let that idea sit with you for a minute as we go through this.
All right, so our first big concept is what the source material calls the universal mirror. And honestly, this is the idea that changes everything. It's the how behind our inner world creating our outer world. So let's break it down.
So what exactly is the universal mirror? Well, think of it like this. The universe isn't some cosmic judge deciding if you've been good or bad. It's not rewarding you or punishing you. It's completely neutral. Its only job is to take whatever you're putting out there, your energy, your core beliefs, and reflect it right back to you. That's it.
Now, and this is super important, this is not the same as just positive thinking, where you're just kind of hoping for good things to happen. The universal mirror is an active system. It's a two-way street of projection and reflection. It's about what you are fundamentally broadcasting, not just what you're wishing for.
So whatever you're feeling most of the time, whether it's frustration or gratitude, a feeling of lack or a feeling of abundance, the universe just says, okay, you got it. Here's some more of that. It's like a cosmic echo, not a cosmic critic.
Okay, so if the universe is a mirror, how does that reflection actually get made? It's not just some kind of magic. There's actually a pretty clear process, a sequence that the source material calls the chain of creation.
Take a look at this. It's a flow, a chain reaction. It all starts with your subconscious beliefs. I'm talking about the deep programming, the stuff you might not even know is there. Those beliefs spark your thoughts. Your thoughts then create your feelings. Your feelings drive you to take certain actions, and, well, the actions you take over and over again, that's what becomes your destiny.
So here's the real takeaway. If you're looking at your destiny, your current reality, and you don't like what you see, just trying to change your actions isn't going to cut it long term. You have to go deeper. You've got to trace it all the way back to the beginning, to the source code that's running the whole program, your subconscious mind.
It's really just a simple law of input and output. Think about it. If your inner world is constantly throwing out stones, stones of anger or fear or I'm not good enough, then you're going to be the one who gets hurt when they come back down. But if you're throwing out flowers, if you're projecting gratitude and love, then you're going to find yourself showered in petals.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but what about when you feel completely, totally, 100% stuck? When it feels like nothing is changing, no matter what you do? Let's talk about that feeling, what's called the illusion of stuckness. Here's a really powerful way to think about this. A lot of the time when things are hard, it feels like we're just stuck in some gross, stagnant pond. But the truth is, life is a river. It is always moving. It's always flowing somewhere new. So, if the river is always flowing, why do we feel so stuck? Well, the main culprit is something called the broken recording. You know what I'm talking about? It's that mental track that just plays on a loop. The same worries, the same old stories, the same past hurts over and over and over again. And that loop anchors our attention to just one difficult spot in that constantly moving river.
And the crazy part is, that mental replay is so exhausting, it takes up so much of our energy, that we literally forget that the river is still moving. We forget that reality is actually changing all around us. We start to believe the recording is reality. Okay, so we've got a handle on the problem. Now for the good part, the solution. How do we turn off that broken recording? How do we finally break the loop so we can start changing the reflection we see in the mirror on purpose?
It all starts with one single powerful step, awareness. Just being able to look at your life and realize, oh, wait a second, this isn't just happening to me, this is a reflection of me. That moment of recognition, honestly, it changes everything.
So once you have that awareness, it really boils down to 3 keys to making a change. First, you have to cultivate that awareness every day. Second, you have to consciously replace the old, broken recording with a new one. And third, you start practicing gratitude, because that changes your energy in an instant.
So what does replacing the recording actually look like? Well, it means catching yourself when that old loop starts playing.
that "I'm stuck" or "nothing ever works out for me" track, and you deliberately swap it out. You trade it for a new thought, like "the world is beautiful" or "I am happy." When you do this enough, you literally start to build new pathways in your brain.
And this all leads us to the ultimate payoff. Because when you really get this, when it clicks, you stop being a passenger in your own life and you get in the driver's seat. You move out of a world that feels like fate and into a world of genuine free will.
This lets you look at your past in a whole new light. You see, all that stuff you went through, you could call that fate, because you were living without the awareness of how this mirror works. But right now, in this moment, you've got the knowledge, you've got the light, and that means you now have free will.
This is the huge identity shift. You're no longer a victim of what's happening around you. You're not at the mercy of the reflection. You are the source. You're the projector. You are the one holding the light that creates the entire picture. You're in control.
And because you finally understand the rules of the game, that old way of living, of constantly fighting against your own reflection, that's done. It's finished. The struggle is officially over. And all those good things you've been hoping for, they can finally start showing up.
So we end right back where we started, but now everything is different. The universe is still a mirror, just waiting for a projection. But now you know you're the one holding the light. So the only real question left is, what will your reflection be?